Picture this. 40,000 years before our Adam, another Adam walked the earth. It's a staggering thought, isn't it? What if our entire history, our whole civilization, is just one chapter in a cosmic story that's billions of years old? In ancient Islamic texts, you find whispers of 100,000 Adams and 18,000 worlds. This raises a profound question. Are we really the first? This isn't just a fantasy. It's a mystery embedded deep within Islamic tradition. We're going to explore three incredible questions. First, were there other Adams before our Adam? Second, are we the only intelligent life Allah ever created? And third, where did this idea of 18,000 worlds actually come from? We'll journey through the Quran, classical scholarship, and the mystical insights of figures like Ibn Arabi. But we'll always return to one unshakable truth. Allāhu Aʿlam. Allah knows best. Let's start with what the Quran itself says. It's crystal clear that our father, Adam, is the first human of our lineage. The angels were commanded to prostrate to him after Allah fashioned him from clay and breathed into him from his spirit. This is the cornerstone of our story. But the Quran also reveals that we are not alone. It speaks of the jinn, created from smokeless fire long before humanity. It describes the angels, beings of pure light. And most tellingly, it calls Allah Rabb al-ʿālamīn, Lord of the worlds, plural. Classical scholars understood worlds to mean every category of existence. The world of humans, the world of jinn, the world of animals, the unseen realms of the barzakh, and the hereafter. So, from the very beginning, Islam has taught that reality is a multi-layered, multi-dimensional tapestry. Modern thinkers look at the billions of galaxies our telescopes can see and wonder. Could worlds also mean other planets teeming with life? It's a possibility, but not a doctrine. The Quran confirms that we are not Allah's only creation, and that reality is made of multiple worlds. But the question of earlier human cycles, that remains tantalizingly open. So, what about that famous number? Allah created 18,000 worlds. Many people assume this is a verse from the Quran, but it isn't. The phrase is traced back to early storytellers and mystics, like Rabb ibn Arabi, who reportedly said, Allah created 18,000 worlds. This world is one of them, but that's not all. In some Sufi commentaries, you find even more astonishing reports. One, attributed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says, God has 18,000 worlds, all like this world of yours. Another report from a companion mentions 40,000 worlds. Now, it is crucial to understand these narrations are not found in the most rigorously authenticated collections, like Bukhari and Muslim. So what did the great scholars make of this? Some saw the number 18,000 not as a literal count, but as a poetic symbol for countless realms, a way to express the sheer, unimaginable scale of Allah's creation. Others accepted the reports as historical, but didn't build core beliefs upon them. The key takeaway is this. While the number itself isn't a Quranic fact, the idea behind it that Allah's dominion stretches far beyond our sight perfectly aligns with the concept of Rabb al-ʿālamīn, the Lord of all worlds. The exact count, only Allah knows. But the real shock comes when we uncover reports about multiple Adams. The legendary Sufi master Ibn Arabi, in his monumental work, The Meccan Revelations, quotes a stunning narration from the Prophet. He said, I met one of the Adams, and he told me 40,000 years had passed between his time and my time. Ibn Arabi then mentions a vision where he saw every prophet who had ever lived, and among them were many Adams. Some traditions even speak of 124,000 Adams, mirroring the number of prophets, suggesting cycle after cycle of humanity, rising and falling before our story even began. These ideas aren't limited to Sufism. Certain Shia narrations also speak of thousands of Adams before our own. They connect this to the angel's famous question in the Qur'an. When Allah announced he was placing a successor on earth, the angels asked, "Will you place in it one who will cause corruption and shed blood?" How did they know? Some say it's because they had seen it happen before with previous forgotten civilizations. But there's a crucial piece of context here. Mainstream scholars view these reports as speculative or metaphorical, not as solid creed. They are glimpses into the vastness of divine power, not literal history we must believe. Yet the question remains, if not other Adams, who or what was here before us? The most common answer from early Islamic tradition is the jinn. It's widely held that the jinn inhabited the earth before humans, and their corruption led to them being driven away by the angels. This provides a compelling explanation for the angels' warning about bloodshed. But some thinkers went even further. They proposed that other intelligent, human-like creatures existed and were completely wiped out before our Adam was created. These pre-Adamite theories have been part of Islamic intellectual history for centuries. More recently, some modern Muslim writers have tried to bridge this gap with science. They suggest that ancient hominids discovered through archaeology may have been these pre-Adamic beings, but that our Adam was the first to be given a sole moral responsibility and prophethood. But whatever existed before, it doesn't change our story. We are the children of Adam, the community of Muhammad, peace be upon him. The existence of earlier species would just be another sign of Allah's infinite creative power. This brings us to the modern day. When we hear Lord of the Worlds, our minds now leap to the multiverse, exoplanets, and the search for extraterrestrial life. The Quran's expansive language feels more relevant than ever. Classical scholars already defined al-ʿālamīn as everything other than Allah, the physical and the spiritual, is life and the next. Modern cosmology doesn't contradict this. It just expands our sense of awe. Could there be other intelligent species out there? The Quran certainly doesn't deny it. Allah's power is limitless, but it doesn't confirm it either. So Islamic scholars say, it's possible, but unproven, and our faith doesn't depend on it. If Allah tells us He is the Lord of worlds in the plural, and our telescopes reveal a universe more vast than we ever dreamed, it's not hard to imagine other creations we know nothing about. But Islam teaches us humility. We don't build new beliefs out of things Allah chose not to reveal. So let's tie it all together. Were there multiple Adams? The idea exists in mystical reports, profound whispers of a past far older than we can imagine. But the Quran and the strongest hadith commit us to one Adam, our father, the first prophet of our line. Are we the only intelligent species? Definitely not. The Quran tells us of jinn and angels and hints at countless worlds. Beyond that, we have been given only a little knowledge. And what about the 18,000 worlds? It's a beautiful expression of the vastness of Allah's kingdom, a poetic truth from our heritage. But the precise number remains with God. It's humbling to wonder if other worlds rose and fell before ours, or if other atoms exist in distant cosmic realms. These questions stretch our minds and fill our hearts with awe for the Creator. But in the end, our certainty must be anchored in revelation. Our job is to recognize our tiny, precious place in this grand story, to worship the Lord of all worlds, and to trust that whatever the true number of atoms and worlds may be, it all rests within His perfect and magnificent plan.